What are we doing?
You're in full Lotus, just like,
orange
what?
sweatsuits.
Yeah.
Like,
Knowing that you gambled on the wrong guru, that's why I'm so glad I got out of that first building. That first
True.
building, I bought a first building before we bought the mothership. Before that spot, I bought a place that was owned by a cult. A cult
Really?
that's a documentary on it called Holy Hell. Yeah,
Oh, Duncan told me that. Yeah, he told me you were in
Bro.
like a. Was he still kicking around?
the guy's in Hawaii now. Yeah,
Really?
he restarted.
he's a legend, though. You told me this guy's story.
Guy's a
This guy
legend.
fucking rules.
Guy's a legend. So the guy was a gay porn star and a hypnotist.
A dangerous combo.
Dangerous
That's the ultimate
combination.
combo.
And a yoga instructor. And beautiful. Beautiful man.
What?
Like, amazing physique, six-pack, taught yoga. And then, but as he got older, he got creepy. Started getting a lot of plastic surgery, lost his physique.
no.
And so the Cult Awareness Network, it was like right after Waco. Cult Awareness Network, they're cracking down on all these cults, you know, because Waco pops
Those
off, right?
motherfuckers.
So this motherfucker says, okay, I'm going to move to Austin, and just to throw people off who might be thinking I'm running a cult, I'm going to have my followers build me a theater so that I can dance in front of them. And that was the place that I bought.
What?
I bought that place. And it was going to be my comedy club.
Just a gay hypnotist dancer.
Well, I found out about it
Damn.
from Ron White. Ron White's like, you should buy that theater that was owned by the cult. I played there once. It's fucking awesome. Beautiful place. I go, really? He goes, oh, yeah. Fucking
It's a good Ron
acoustics,
White, by the way.
amazing.
That's pretty good.
It's a really good Ron White.
And, you know, I'm just a giant. Every time I talk to Ron White, I'm like, I'm friends with Ron White. It's
Yeah,
weird.
it's
you know?
awesome.
He's the man.
He's
He might be the coolest dude possible.
He's one of the greatest humans that's ever walked.
Yeah.
God's
He's so
green
funny.
earth. I love that guy to death. So when he was telling me to buy the building, I was like, I'm buying that building. It's for
Yeah.
sale. Let's go. And I took him on the tour. And he's like, yeah, I fucking killed right here. So we all looked at it. We brought in architects and everything. We were in the planning stages. They had like a significant issue that wasn't addressed that had to be addressed, and I got out of it.
Yeah, it's like buying a house and they're like, it's haunted.
Well, there was a lot of issues. First of all, the people they were not construction people that made that place. But then on top of that, Adam Egget tells me about the documentary. I did not know about the documentary. I just knew Ron said, yeah, a cult owned it. I'm like, a cult?
Yeah, whatever.
No, normal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bunch of flower people. They probably did yoga and grew squash. No. There was a lot of butt fucking.
Dudes were
going
getting
on.
What?
Dudes they were getting hypnotized and fucked, and then they had to pay. They had to pay for the therapy. So he'd give them therapy. They'd have to pay $50, and then he would fuck them.
The idea of
Did it work?
Oh yeah, for the guy. Yeah,
That's
No,
the
I'm saying
thing.
for the patients.
That's the thing about the documentary that's wild. This guy was a legitimate hypnotist, right? And he had these people convinced that he could give them this thing called the knowing. And the knowing was he would like place his hands on you. It would have to be the right time, the right
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
But these people, to this day, were saying it's the most amazing moment of their life. It was pure ecstasy. They connected to God. Like he, through the power of suggestion,
Yeah.
when he put his hands on them, they really did experience that thing. So he really did have that power.
Whoa.
He really, really actually did. If you're a gullible person who's likely to join a cult in the first place, you're kind of a sucker.
Yeah.
Kind of a sucker. You're not skeptical. You believe this. And then you find yourself in the woods and you're on your knees and this guy is over you and he puts his hands on your temples
Yeah.
and they would just go into full bliss. And it's wild because it's in the movie and it doesn't look like they're faking it. It looks like they're having this wild, transcendent experience. Like someone just gives them a full-on mushroom trip. Just a fucking whop. Just hits them with a giant dose of acid.
Damn.
And they're just like...
and then
And they talk about it afterwards. Even they're talking shit about him. Even
Yeah.
Like, that shit
afterwards, like
rules.
20 years later when they're talking shit about him, they talk about him. They believed in him so much.
Yeah, he was yoked.
Bro, this
Yeah, he was
guy's
beautiful.
crazy.
He was beautiful. He had a six-pack. He was a yoga instructor. See, he would give them this thing, man. He would touch them in the head. And by the way, some of them, he would hold it back from them. He wouldn't give it to them.
Oh, it
no,
pissed
no,
me
you're
off.
not ready. Like, no, I'm ready. And so they'd be complaining for years.
He'd be like,
They'd be
"No,
you
we
are
can't
not
have
ready.
Oh man,
Yo.
show that again. Show that again.
He's throwing fruit in people's mouths, bro.
Yo.
Look at the way he's tossed it sideways. I lost it.
Yeah,
So
it's
now,
nice, dude.
this is by the way, this is later in life when he's getting a little creepy looking. So he starts getting a bunch of plastic surgery and weird shit to his face, and his
Yeah.
body kind of falls apart. But that was him dancing. That was him dancing at the One World Theater.
What?
Which was the place that I was gonna buy. That's it.
He's just
He
butt
had,
fucking.
he had them build a theater so he could dance in front of them.
I mean, can you imagine seeing that guy and not hysterically laughing?
Well, as he got older, he just started looking like real weird, man. Like real weird. Like look at him.
Yeah.
But when he was young, he was beautiful. So that's the torment of youthful beauty. You get older, it's fucking you become a monster.
Yeah, but even when he was young, it'd still be like if I saw a guy like throw
Yeah.
a fruit into some guy's mouth, I'd be like, I'm out.
I
I'm
bet
out
he
of the
started throwing the
project.
fruit later in life.
Yeah, he started
I
getting
bet
a
he
little
got a little
confident.
cocky.
Yeah.
They've been running that call for
was
a
like, yeah,
couple of
take
decades.
that.
That's older version of the dude. Changed
Yeah,
his name
true.
twice.
That fucking
His-
hog,
I
though,
know,
dude. What's this
dude.
guy's? He's like a Clydesdale.
He's been stuffing it in all
What's
those
this guy's
butts.
problem?
Look at all
True.
those hungry mouths behind him.
Oh, look at him, dude.
Yeah, look at that.
Look at the other guy.
The
The
guy
other
in the
guy had
back
his
was,
mouth open
yeah,
too.
he was
The guy's like, I
hitting-
want it.
Look at the dude in the back. He's like,
my mouth. Oh, I probably said to him, I experienced it through you.
I felt it.
I felt it, the ecstasy you had of catching master's fruit.
the gay buttfuck cult, man. That's tough, man.
Bro, so they found out because in the early
Might be
2000s,
worse than Waco.
a guy left. A guy left the cult and sent a mass email. Like, yo, this guy's been hypnotizing me and butt fucking me for the past 10 years. And then everybody else in the
Swear to
cult,
God, he's fucking good at it.
they really didn't know how many people he was doing that to.
Yeah.
And they all started sharing information.
What?
Yeah, I mean, he ran this thing for a long time. The thing they all say, though, is in the beginning, it was great. In the beginning of the cult, they were just having
usually how
meals
butt fucking
together,
goes.
and they're going on
At first, it's
nature
pretty great.
hikes. They're doing yoga together. Then, as later, I think as he got older, like he couldn't get as many guys, so he needed to fuck them.
Yeah.
When you get gross looking, the only people that'll fuck you are the people that think you're a master.
True.
You know, when you're young and hot.
True.
Guys,
Let me tell you something, Joe.
Yeah.
True.
I know. That's why I came to you. He's out there getting it. He probably didn't need to fuck him in the early days.
True,
I do like
makes
the
sense.
idea of being in a cult, like the moment of clarity where you're like, oh,
Oh, it's so
dude,
funny.
Waco is so funny to think of a guy being in there when they're like, the feds are coming, we've got to fight them off, and being a guy in the meeting like,
Fuck.
Oh, no.
shit.